My name is Caleb Monroe. I'm 42, and I run a modest logistics office in downtown Atlanta. Every morning I wake to the smell of strong coffee, the city humming through my open window. I tie my laces, feel the worn leather of my shoes, and step into traffic, earbuds in, listening to the faint buzz of news chatter. My days are long spreadsheets, client calls, and keeping the office afloat while my coworkers laugh and joke around the water cooler. Somewhere in the back of my mind, a small ache grows, subtle, but persistent, like a shadow that never leaves. I work hard, I care, but appreciation? That's a word I rarely hear here. For 10 years, I gave everything, late nights, weekend projects, covering for my assistant, Dorian Vance, who everyone loves for his charm and slick presentations. He never thanked me, never noticed my sacrifices. Birthday after birthday, empty desks greeted me, not a card, not even a whispered happy birthday. I remember one particularly bitter Monday. The smell of burnt popcorn from the office microwave hung in the air, Dorian laughing loudly with everyone else. I'd stayed late Friday to fix his mistake on a client report. I muttered to myself, they don't even see me. And then he sauntered past, smirking. Caleb, why so serious? Don't expect us to celebrate you, you know how it is. I had spent a decade making him shine, covering his flaws, while my own milestones vanished into thin air. My colleagues barely noticed. Family was another story, distant, distracted, caught up in their own lives. It stung like salt on a raw wound. And that Monday, something inside me quietly shifted. I didn't know it yet, but the stage was set for everything to change. It was my 42nd birthday, though after 10 years, I didn't even bother marking it. But that day, the betrayal became a hammer blow. A company-wide announcement came. Dorian was promoted to lead a major client project, the project I'd poured hours into fixing. Caleb, we didn't even think you wanted this, he said, ice cold but casual. You always preferred the background. My fists clenched at my sides. The fluorescent lights felt harsher, the office chatter louder, laughter ringing in my ears. I smiled, quietly, holding back a storm of frustration and heartbreak. 10 years of loyalty, effort, and invisible labor, ignored, dismissed, and in that moment, the decision was made. I wasn't staying invisible anymore. I took a deep breath and walked to my desk, calm, methodical. I drafted an email to the entire company, compiling every project I'd saved, every late night I'd worked, every client compliment I'd earned, with evidence, numbers, timestamps. I scheduled a meeting, and I resigned, not quietly, not bitterly, deliberately, publicly. As I walked into the boardroom, my polished shoes echoing against the hardwood, all eyes turned. I spoke calmly, my voice steady. I've given a decade to this company, and today, I'm leaving, with my integrity, my work, and my respect intact. The murmurs began immediately, a low wave of tension. Dorian froze. For once, the tables had shifted. Immediately, the panic started. Dorian's phone buzzed like crazy. Texts, calls, video chats flooded in. Caleb, wait. We can fix this. Don't leave, we need you. I swear we'll acknowledge you, just stay. I replied with a single, deliberate sentence. I've already given you 10 years, that's enough. The office felt electric. Colleagues whispered, exchanged glances. My calm demeanor contrasted sharply with Dorian's frantic energy, building suspense. It was quiet, controlled, yet the air vibrated with tension. The next day, the company-wide meeting happened. I had arranged to hand over critical client accounts, with full recognition for my contributions. Publicly, Dorian was cornered. The CEO praised my work in front of the entire office. Caleb, your dedication and impact are undeniable, the CEO said. As murmurs and applause filled the room, Dorian's face went pale. He could no longer hide behind charm or entitlement. The crowd whispered, watched, judged, and I walked out with quiet dignity, every eye on me, every name remembered. For 10 years, they'd forgotten me, but the day I left, everyone remembered my name. Dorian faced demotion shortly after, credibility shattered, his mistakes highlighted. Meanwhile, I finally felt light, no bitterness, just a serene pride. Walking the city streets, the morning sun warming my face, I reflected, loyalty deserves recognition, but dignity comes from within. No one can erase your worth, not coworkers, not family, not a single birthday overlooked. I now savor quiet mornings, the aroma of coffee, the hum of Atlanta traffic, the sense of peace I fought for. Life taught me a powerful lesson. Never let anyone erase your existence. Stand tall, claim your respect, and walk away when it's time. Have you ever been forgotten like this? Share your story in the comments, subscribe for more real, intense stories that remind us all of the strength within.